Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Unlocked. Today we'll be opening a pack of Shards of Alara, which was the first part of the Shards of Alara block. It was released in October 2008. Within this set, there were a few new things to come to Magic, including the first release of the Mythic rarity, and also replacing a common card seeded within the packs with a basic land, which is the first time it was done since core sets. We also hope to find in here either Elspeth Knight Errant, which has been requested by Adam Chan, or Knight Captain of Eos, which has been requested by Tom McMillan. So let's jump into it and open this pack. So starting with a Hissing Iguana, Steelclad Serpent, Marble Chalice, Agony Warp, Goblin Mountaineer, Jund Panorama. It has a 1 and tap sacrifice to sacrifice Jund Panorama to search for a basic swamp, mountain or forest, then shuffle your library. Glaze Fiend, Gift of the Gargantuan, Obelisk of Bant, Firefield Ogre is our first uncommon. It has First Strike and it also has Unearth for blue, black and red. For paying that cost, you may return this card from your graveyard to play and it gains haste, then remove it from the game at the end of turn if it would leave play. You can only cast this as a sorcery, so you can only cast it during your turn. Bull Ceradon has Vigilance and Haste and costs 4 red and a white and is a 5/5. Jessian Infiltrator is a green and blue cost and it is unblockable as a 2/2. So we're hoping for either Elspeth Knight Errant or we're hoping for Knight Captain of Eos. Instead we have Gather Specimens, which is a 3 and 3 blue. If a creature would come into play under an opponent's control this turn, it comes into play under your control instead. So a very interesting way of stealing creatures, but a very high cost. So you would be hoping that you're holding out with other spells as well, perhaps counter spells in blue. We also have a Plains here from Shards of Alara, another Michael Comarch. I think it's the same one we had from one of the previous boosters. And we also have a describing card for Jund and its keyword being Devour. And we have a foil Rakeclaw Gargantuan as well, which is a 2 cost with red, green and white. And it has a 1 cost activation which target creature with power 5 or greater gains First Strike until the end of the turn. It's not a tap ability and it doesn't state that it should be sorcery or instant, so you can do this on either turn and you can also do this to multiple creatures. So our rare for this pack was Gather Specimens, and we also got the Rakeclaw Gargantuan. Our next pack will be Eventide from the Lorwyn block. So we look forward to seeing you next week and hope you've enjoyed this pack.